going on, everyone, and welcome back to Eternum. Today, we're starting our all-woman run. Now, this run was originally uploaded to Patreon, so sometimes you may see me referencing patrons or anything like that. As per usual, because this is YouTube, all the nudity is going to have to be cut out, so unfortunately, there will be some story bits that you're going to miss. But if there are any choices that are done during that time that I have to cut out, I will put up a screen showing you with the choices that I've made. So let's get into this. Now that I've played through this all woman, wow, this is, I think at this point in time, my favorite visual novel. So I am glad to share the story with you. Let's continue. Click start. Now, if you actually watched my YouTube series, I missed out on a ton of the content. A ton. So I'm excited to actually see all this new stuff. Hi, I'm Annie. It's really nice to meet you. Thank you for downloading the game. I want to kick things off by welcoming you and giving you a couple of tips to ensure you're all set for the journey ahead. The game is pretty straightforward, and you seem like a pretty smart book. Okay, we're going to skip through the intro. I'm actually going to read this, so it does not matter. I don't care. I don't care. We're going to leave the name the same. We're going to click on yes for the pregnancy stuff, because I didn't do that in the original. I don't even know where to start. My name is Orion Richards. I was born in the city of Kedin, a relatively small town on the west coast of the United States. I lived there until I was 8 years old. Looking back at my childhood, I like to think I was a pretty happy kid, despite a few curveballs being thrown my way. My mother left shortly after I was born. My dad was never around much because he was always so focused on his job. That's actually why we ended up moving to Europe. Dad needed to relocate there to keep his position. I know. Sounds pretty gloomy, but don't worry, this is not about to be one long sob story. Man, the big city. To be honest, adapting to new places was never difficult for me. I was always able to quickly make new friends. Even after moving, my father continued to work all day. I can never really blame him though. He had to work to support us both. Heaven knows where I'd be without him. So Europe is where I grew up and continued my studies. I don't consider myself to be a genius, but the truth is that I've always gotten good grades. In my spare time, I enjoy going to the gym and playing all types of sports. However, ever since I was young, I've always been addicted to all things technology. Electronics, computers, video games, gadgets, you name it. I'm especially passionate about making computer graphics too. Thanks to that passion and my good grades, I was just recently offered the opportunity of a lifetime to join a student exchange program and finish my last year of high school in Kedin, my hometown. Kedin has always been famous for its high school. All the students who graduate there end up getting accepted to the best universities in the country. Many famous and influential people studied in Kedin. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, the former President Stab. Obviously, as soon as I got the offer, I didn't have to think twice about it. I was thrilled at the opportunity. I packed my suitcase, said goodbye to my father and friends, and left as soon as I could. Back to my roots. As for my personal life, let's just say I can't complain. I don't know why, but I've always had a way with the ladies. I slept with hundreds of women. They all ended up falling in love with me, as if by magic. To be honest, it actually is kind of tiring. What's my secret? Well, normally a magician never tells, but I guess I'll fill you in. I, myself, believe the key to flirting is self-confidence and oh shit, I can't breathe. Okay. Sorry, you can continue. Go ahead. Yeah, as I was saying, the key to flirting is... Sorry, buddy. It's just that the closest he's been to getting laid was the last year when the school's lunch lady slipped and fell on him. And now this motherfucker is here, proudly proclaiming he has slept with hundreds of women. Hey, it was you who told me to say those things, remember? Bro, if you believe you're a player, you'll become a player. No one knows us in this town. This is our chance to start fresh. We could be cool now. We could be whoever we want to be. Did I say that? Well, scratch that then. It's not gonna work. You should stick to the nice guy attitude. Look at me. You didn't get any girls last year either. You spent 2 months composing a song to ask Cindy out, and when you finally did, she just laughed at you. And when she was finally able to catch her breath, Jeremy broke your guitar. Exactly. Did that stop me? That take away my smile? You were crying for 2 weeks every time that... What I'm trying to say is that no matter what happens, you should never lower your head. Life is wonderful, Orion. Yeah, well, if you say so. And if all else fails, I'll always be someone you can depend on, my friend. I know, buddy. Chang. I met him over 10 years ago when I started school in Europe. He can be a bit weird at times. That usually scares people. However, I would trust him with my life. I know he'd do anything to help me, if necessary. Upon getting accepted to the student exchange program, I was allowed to extend the invitation to some others as well. In total, there were 3 slots available. 1 for me, and 2 for whoever I asked to join. Chang was one of them. And the other? I'm back. Was Annie. Hey, were you able to make the call? Yes, mission accomplished. There was a signal in the first car. Nice. Annie is a close friend from my childhood. When I moved from Kedin, she was my next door neighbor and the first person I met. We quickly bonded after discovering we both had something in common: the absence of our parents. Our father was a traveling salesman, and her mother was a flight attendant, so she almost never got to see the two of them. We were both lost and lonely. After finding a companion within each other, we've been inseparable ever since. Annie is very polite, kind, amiable. She's a bit younger than me, but that's never made a difference to us. Because of how close we were, people always believed we were dating. The truth is, we're just friends. I mean, she's cute, and we love spending time with each other, but I've never tried to make a move on her. I could never do it. She'd probably freak out if I did. I'm not interested at all either. I mean, it wouldn't work. It would be weird for us. Yeah, that's the word. Weird. It's just not the kind of relationship we have. Stop doing that. What? You know what? You always do that. First you're talking to someone, then your wandering thoughts take a hold of you and you stop listening. Me? That's not true. What was he talking about? When? Now, before I brought you back to the real world. Something about video games? I knew you weren't listening to me. Okay, sorry, won't have it again. It better not. I was saying that I spoke with Nancy. She said she's already there. She'll be waiting for us outside Kedin Station. Ah, that's great. I can't wait to see her. I hope she recognizes me. I'm sure she will. I'm actually kind of nervous. Nancy used to be my babysitter in Kedin. Since my father was always working, I can recall more memories with her than with my dad. I used to spend the entire afternoon playing with Nancy and her daughter Dahlia. But then we had to move and ended up losing touch. It was a nice surprise to discover that she was one of the host families working with the student exchange program. Living with them will be much cheaper than renting a student residence, and it'll sure be nice to see Nancy and Dahlia again. Come to find out, she actually had 2 rooms available, so Annie will have a place to stay as well. She's actually been the one who's been coordinating with Nancy over the phone, even though they didn't know each other beforehand. I've always hated talking on the phone. I prefer chatting online or talking in person. Do you think she'll like me? Nancy? Of course. Don't worry about it, Annie. I haven't seen her in over 10 years, so I'll probably feel like I'm meeting her for the first time too. I know, but I can't help feeling a little bit nervous. What about you, Chang? Do you know anything about your host family? Not much. I just know their names are Lucinda and Mark, and they have a daughter named Michaela. They said their house isn't very far from the school. Michaela is supposed to be the same age as Orion and me, so that's cool. Sounds good. Next stop, Delwick. Ah, we're almost there. That's the second to last stop. What's the first thing you're going to do when we get to our new home? Well, say hello to everybody. I mean, after that, airhead. Tell you the truth, I'm pretty tired. I think I'll just go to sleep. Tomorrow's our first day of school, so I'd like to start off on the right foot. I would hate for everyone's first impression to be from sleepy and cranky Orion. Fair enough. What about you? What will you do? Me? Logging into Eternum and playing a while, of course. Ah, I should have known. Don't even know why I asked. Eternum. Over the past year, every single conversation I have seems to be about it. A few years ago, a newly created company called Ulysses announced their first game, a virtual hyper-reality MMORPG that promised to revolutionize the world of technology. With the game's neural implant that recreates the five senses, they said it'd become impossible to distinguish between the game and the real world. Eternum, more real than real life. They promised thousands of servers, absolute freedom, and things never before seen in history. Big claim for sure. But after they released the first version of the game, and players got to see things for themselves, everything they promised turned out to be an understatement. It was better than anyone could have ever imagined. People became addicted to Eternum, to say the least. The neural implant required to play cost $2,500 and can only be used by a single person. They started to call it the drug of the rich. Shortly after the first release, Eternum added its own in-game currency, and then Ulysses quickly became the biggest company in the world. Today, Ulysses' market capitalization is worth $31 trillion US, more than 10 times that of Microsoft or Amazon. They say the owner of the company could buy out the entire country if he wanted. Not much is known about him, only that he created the entire game by himself, and is referred to as the founder. There's some weird shit going on with that game. Yeah, you can't die in Eternum, but you can still feel pain, and there's a dark side to the game too. Black markets, torture, rape, child sexual abuse material, data theft. Everybody knows about it, but world governments turn a blind eye to it. Eternum abides by its own laws, its own rules, its own police. People don't care. They can fulfill all their fantasies there. And that seems to be all that matters. You should go to sleep too, Annie. You have to wake up pretty early tomorrow. Yes, I will. I'll just complete a couple of dungeons and pay a quick visit to the market. I don't even know how the hell you managed to get enough money to buy yourself a neural implant. Well, it's because as soon as the game was announced, I worked every side gig I could and saved up each penny I earned. And it was so worth it. You play too much. Nah, it's not true. Yes, it is. How many hours a day do you play? 8? 10? You're addicted. You're just saying all this because you're jealous that you can't play Eternum. What? Nah. Yes, it's true. Nah. Yes, it is. Nah. Yes. Nope. Yes, admit it already. You're nothing but a big ball of envy because your best friend could play Eternum and you can't since you don't have any money. What? Best friend? I thought I was your best friend, Orion. What? Oh, yeah, of course you're a buddy. What? I'm not your best friend? Well, yeah, of course you're my best friend, Annie. What? Which is it, Orion? I need to know. You're both my best friends. That's not saying anything. You have to choose. Yeah, who's your bestest friend? Me or Chang? There are different kinds of friendship. Who means more to you? Who's the one true best friend? Oh, come on, guys. Don't make me do this. I mean, well, thinking about it objectively, I guess. Chang or Annie? You pick Annie. I guess it would be you, Annie. Ah, thank God. You scared me there for a moment. We've been through too much together, Annie. You know I wouldn't have even accepted the invitation to come here if you hadn't come with me. Thank you. That doesn't mean you aren't also my best friend, Chang. Huh? Chang? Oh, sad panda. Buddy? Come on, Chang. You know I love you. You're my best male friend. Nothing can cure the soul but the senses, just as nothing can cure the senses but the soul. I'll make it up to you. I promised I'll get you a beer after school tomorrow. But turn that music off. Ah, it's a deal, my friend. Nothing like an ice-cold, bubbly brewski to numb the pain. Agreed. Ah, the sun shines again. Well, we should be there any moment now. Tell me, where are you supposed to meet your new family? Mine said they're picking me up at the station too. The mom and the daughter. Apparently the dad's on a business trip. You know what that means? That you're gonna get slapped for making unwanted advances? Not this time, buddy. I'm the new Chang. Chang the cool. Chang the ladies' man. Are you really gonna try to hit on your hostesses? Not only them, all of Kedin has become my hunting ground. Nobody will be safe from Chang the Casanova. Really? That doesn't sound like you. You've always called yourself a hopeless romantic. That was the old Chang, not Chang the womanizer. Chang the charming cannot be pinned down with monogamy. How many nicknames do you have? Chang the modern Romeo has many names, or options for women to scream in bed. You know, all kidding aside, I feel the same way. This place would be a good opportunity to meet some ladies. Between me and you, people in our old city thought Annie was my girlfriend, and that didn't help. They could make a name for ourselves in Kedin. And, I don't know, I've got a feeling my luck's gonna change. I'm sure there'll be lots of hot girls and... What are you muttering? Nothing. Are you talking about girls? No. It's okay, you can tell me. That's only part of the conversation. I want to know how men think. We were talking about basketball. Who's playing? Golden State? Against who? 49ers. It's actually football, but okay. Next stop, Kedin. Whew, thank goodness. Ah, that's our stop. Come on, boys. We're finally here. Get your bags. Let's go. Kedin, here we come. Alright, so we do have the hearts up here in the top left. All these secret women at the moment. I'm not going to click on the gallery because it might still be linked to my other one. Well, hello, Kedin. Hello, everyone. Annie is here. Hello, new life. Hello, new experiences. Hello, luggage. I know you're excited, Annie, but I appreciate it if you could at least carry your hand baggage. Sorry. It's just that I'm excited to discover the town where you grew up. Well, I left this place when I was 8, so I really don't remember anything. I never had a chance to come back till now, so I'm excited to relive all my childhood memories. And now grab your luggage. How can a bag this small weigh so much? Space management. It's called being an efficient packer. Anyway, do you know where Nancy is? You were supposed to meet her right here, right? Yeah, but the station had 2 exits, remember? Maybe she's waiting at the other one. Huh, possibly. Can you go look? I'll stay here in case she's trying to make her way to the side. Sure thing, mission accepted. I'll come back for you if I find her. If you're the one who finds her, don't leave without me. Never. Alright, be right back. Chang? Oh, Miss Garcia. Oh, she must be Chang's hostess. Nice to finally meet you. Yeah, likewise. My daughter's at the other exit, on the other side of the park. I'll go get her. Wait here. Sure thing, ma'am. Oh, aren't you a polite and handsome young boy? I'm sure you and Michaela will be great friends. I'm sure of it, Miss Garcia. You're so cute. Anyway, give me a minute. We'll be leaving here soon. Of course. Well, I take back what I said earlier, buddy. She's eating out of the palm of your hand. If you want to seduce her, it'll be a piece of cake. What the fuck, man? Huh? What's the matter? She's fat! She looks like a 50-something-year-old woman. Maybe because she is a 50-something-year-old woman? The hell are you expecting? I don't know. She looks nothing like the non-stop moms in porn. They're all hot as fuck. That's because that's porn, and this is real life. And she's not even your stepmom. My life is ruined. Come on, it's not that bad. Maybe her daughter's hot. No, she'd be short and fat, just like her mother. Damn you, genetics. Not necessarily. You have to be optimistic. I'm sure she'll be a hottie. Trust me. Huh? What the hell? All the birds in the park suddenly flew away. Weird? Huh. What is this shadow? There isn't a cloud in the sky. It's like... Huh. What the... Hello, Michaela! Epic music. Michaela the Royal Valley. That's funny. Hi, I'm Michaela. Are you Chang? No. I'm Orion. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Orion. I'm sorry if I scared you. No, I mean, you just startled me because I wasn't expecting you. No worries. I know I can have a rather intimidating appearance at first. Yeah, that's cool. You look so strong. Thanks. I'm preparing for the national weightlifting competition. Anyway, you must be Chang then. Yes. I guess we're going to be roomies over the next few months. I'm sure we'll get along. My mom's a great cook. Cool. Michaela, there you are. Have you met Chang already? Hey, Mom. Yeah, we're just getting acquainted. He's so good looking, isn't he? Mom, don't embarrass me. Well, I'm sorry, man. I know you're expecting top models, but at least they seem nice. You'll be better living with them instead of in a shared room, that's for sure. And hey, we'll only be here for a few months anyway. She's... my god. She's perfect. Have you gone to the gym today, Michaela? You look good. Yeah, my new tricep routine is starting to pay off, and it's really starting to help out my bench as well. I could put up 250 pounds now and turn out a few reps with ease. Amazing! You'll do very well in the competition. She's a beast. I didn't know that was your type. Look at the graceful curves in all the right places. Ooh, what curves? I wonder if it hurt when she fell from heaven. Are you sure we're talking about the same girl? She looks to me like she's about to confront the Avengers. This is the woman I'm gonna marry one day, Orion. Mark my words. Think I'm in love. I thought Chang the Charming was not one for monogamy. What happened to not getting tied down by one woman? Chang the Enamored has no eyes for other women. He has met the peanut butter to his jelly. Chang, let's go. I'll show you to your room. Yes, I'm coming. Say goodbye to your friend. We'll wait for you in the car. We're parked over by the park's exit. Okay. Oh my god, Orion. I hit the jackpot. Well, if you say so. I'm happy for you, buddy. Go get her, Tiger. She's the woman of my dreams. Isn't she perfect? Yeah, sure. Very perfect. Don't you even think about making a move on my woman, bro. No, don't worry. She isn't really my type. And I never do that to you, buddy. I know. Anyway, I'll have to go. I'll see you tomorrow at school. Sure, have fun. Later. Well, wonder how that will end. Guess time will tell. Huh, Nancy hasn't arrived yet. I guess Annie must have found her on the other side of the park. I guess I'll sit on that bench and wait for them. Ah, Kedin seems to be as peaceful as I remembered. There are quite a few high-rise buildings in the center, but doesn't have all the hustle and bustle of a big city. People must like keeping a peaceful atmosphere in these public areas. Either that, or everyone's home playing Eternum. In any case, it feels pretty relaxing here. Huh, what's that sound? Oh, a damn phone booth. I haven't seen those in a while. In the city, they were all removed a long time ago. Relic of the past. Huh. Won't that thing ever stop ringing? It's kind of annoying. And we're gonna answer it. Who the hell even calls a payphone? Jesus Christ, maybe I should just pick up the phone so it'll stop ringing. Okay, let's see what kind of idiot calls a phone booth. Hello? Hello? Well, I guess that... Orion? Excuse me? Did you say my name? No, it's impossible. I must have misheard her. Hello? I'm sorry, I can't hear you too well. Could you repeat that? You must find Calypso. You must use it to open the doors of Acheron. The what? What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I think you're trying to reach someone else. Oh, and they hung up. Hello? They hung up. The hell was that? That was weird. I tried to call them back? Fuck! Hey, I need to use the phone, young man. I was here first, ma'am. I don't care. I have to call my son. It's urgent. Don't you have a cell phone? Use it. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. No, I need to get hold of my son now. Let her make the call. Okay, call your son, ma'am. Get out. Rude. Old grateful witch. Well, it doesn't matter. I doubt they would have answered if I called back. That's some weird shit, though. I see you're still the courteous little Orion that I remember. Huh? Not gonna lie, I do not remember these animations. Nancy? Oh my god, is that really you? Ryan! I can't believe you're finally here. So nice to see you, Nancy. So you still remember me? Of course I do. How could I forget you? I don't know. After all these years, I thought you'd forgotten all about Kedin by now. That's impossible. Damn boy, look at you. You became a man. Where's that skinny little kid that left our town just over a decade ago? You're even hitting the gym now, I see. Well, whenever I can. Although I do find it pretty satisfying to see you still aren't taller than me. What? I am taller than you. What happened is that you learned to take advantage of the 6-inch heels. That's not fair. I'm just using whatever weapons are at my disposal. But seriously, puberty did you good, Orion. Thanks, Nancy. I guess time has its way with us all. Clearly not for you. You look like you haven't aged a day. How's that possible? I wish. I see your memories are still blurry. No way. My memories are crystal clear. You definitely look just as pretty as the last time I saw you. Well, if you insist. Thank you. I try to take care of myself. My yoga classes work wonders, both physically and mentally. Well, you're definitely doing something right. You look great, Nancy. How old are you now? When I was 8, you were in your mid-20s, so now you must be... Hey, hold it right there, mister. Didn't your father teach you manners? You can't ask a lady her age. You clearly need a strong female influence in your life. Seems like I have my work cut out for me, young man. I see you haven't changed a bit either. I'm so happy to see you here, Orion. Kedin has missed you. I'm happy to be back. Mission failed, Orion. There was no one at the other side of the park. You must be Annie. Is that right? Yeah. You're even cuter than I imagined. Your voice matches your appearance so much. Thank you, miss. It's me, Nancy. Even though we've only been speaking on the phone for the past few days, I feel like we're becoming good friends already. Isn't that right, Annie? Definitely. I say we've been hitting it off pretty well. It's so nice to finally meet you. Ah, you're so cute. Alright, now that we're all here, we should start making our way home. I prepared a room for each of you, though I must warn you, don't expect anything fancy. The bedrooms are pretty small. No worries, miss. I'm sure it'll be more than enough. I hope so. And please, just call me Nancy. Okay, thank you, Nancy. Have you ever been to the USA before, Annie? Never, but I've always wanted to visit. Orion has always spoken very well of his time in Kedin. And his babysitter. Oh, really? Yeah, since my dad was constantly working, I always said you were like a parent to me. I'm glad to hear that. Now, I work in a laboratory, but back then I was still finishing my thesis. Thankfully, Orion's father came along and offered me the babysitting gig. It was not only well paid, but also allowed me the flexibility to take care of my daughters at the same time. And for me, being a single mother, that was essential. You have 2 daughters, right? Yes, Dahlia and Penelope. Penny was a little older when I was Orion's nanny, so she used to play on her own, but Dahlia got very close to him. I remember she was always stealing my games. But then, after my daughters grew up, I was able to start a better job within a local company. Speaking of which, please excuse my outfit, I just got off from work. Excuse? Nonsense, that's a beautiful suit. You look very professional. Aren't you cute? Damn, did Nancy always have such big boobs? Massive. I guess you don't notice that stuff when you're 8 years old. Man, imagine burying your face between those things. Okay, now I sound like some old perv. Should probably stop looking before she notices. That'll definitely make the situation awkward. Why can't I stop looking? Don't you think, Orion? Yes, absolutely. Oh shit, I have no idea what she's talking about. Alright then, let's go to the car. Dahlia and Penelope are dying to see you again. Oh, really? Well, maybe not so much. I couldn't even convince them to tag along to pick you up. You know how it is. They're at that age. I had a little rebellious phase when I was a teenager too. But in any case, I'm sure they'll be happy to see you again. Let's not waste any more time. My car is parked over on the next street. Let's go. Alright. Here we are. Wow, the memories. I still remember this place like it was yesterday. Nancy used to pick me up after school, we'd come here. Each day, I would spend the afternoon playing with her and Dahlia. We had dinner every night at 8, and then Nancy drove me home once it got late. Now I can't help but feel a little bad for not keeping in touch with them. She'd always call me on my birthday, but aside from that, I never reached out. I have to make it up to her somehow. Brings back memories, doesn't it, Orion? It does. Feels like I'm home again. I told you that when you left, Orion. This will always be your home. I know. Thank you, Nancy. Wow! Do you like it, Annie? This place looks awesome. Are you rich? No, I wish. Houses in Kedin are not that expensive. It's beautiful. I'm used to living in a flat, so this looks like a palace to me. Oh yeah, so she's from Europe. So if this game ever got voice acting, she would definitely have some kind of European accent. I think it'd be pretty cool. My husband and I bought it when I was pregnant with Dahlia. Although he left before she was born, so I was left paying the mortgage all by myself. That's a story for another day. Come on, let's go in quickly before it starts to rain. You first, Orion. Rain? Those look like rain clouds to me. It rains almost every day in Kedin. Oh, now that you mentioned it, yeah, I guess I do remember the rain. It's almost a miracle it was sunny today. Believe me, I've learned to read the sky. It'll start to rain soon. That's cool. I love rainy days. You say that now, but you'll tire them after a while. Alright, let's go. Dahlia and Penelope will be waiting inside for us. Can't wait. And that is where we're going to leave it off for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. In the next one, we'll continue our story. Thanks for watching.